René Descartes, the philosopher who said, "I think, therefore I am." Welcome to another episode of Learn English Through Stories. Today, we have a special shadowing practice exercise for you. Shadowing is a technique where you listen and repeat, following my pronunciation, rhythm, and intonation. This will help you improve your English fluency while learning about an inspiring historical figure. Have you ever questioned the world around you? Have you ever wondered if what you see is real? René Descartes was one of the greatest philosophers and mathematicians in history. His famous phrase cogito, ergo sum, I think, therefore I am, changed the way people understand knowledge, existence, and thought. But who was he, and why are his ideas still important today? Let's find out. How to use this episode for shadowing. Listen carefully to the story. Repeat after me, mimicking the pronunciation and rhythm. Practice multiple times to boost your fluency. Chapter 1: The Early Life of René Descartes. René Descartes was born in 1596 in France. As a child, he was very curious and loved to ask questions about the world around him. He studied at a Jesuit school where he learned philosophy, mathematics, and science. Unlike most students, Descartes enjoyed thinking deeply about problems rather than memorizing facts. His teachers noticed his intelligence, and he soon became one of the most talented students of his time. However, he wanted more than just school knowledge, he wanted to understand the truth about existence. Chapter 2: The Search for Truth. After finishing his education, Descartes traveled across Europe. He joined the army for a short time, but his real passion was learning and discovering new ideas. He spent years reading, thinking, and developing his own philosophical system. One night in 1619, he had a series of dreams that changed his life. In these dreams, he believed he had found the foundation for a new way of thinking. He realized that to find the truth, he must doubt everything until he discovered something that could not be questioned. This led him to his famous idea, "I think, therefore I am." This statement meant that even if everything he knew was an illusion, the very fact that he was thinking proved that he existed. This simple yet powerful idea became the foundation of modern philosophy. Chapter 3: Descartes and Mathematics. Besides philosophy, Descartes made important contributions to mathematics. He developed Cartesian geometry, which linked algebra and geometry, allowing equations to represent shapes. This discovery was fundamental for modern mathematics and science. His work in mathematics helped develop the Cartesian coordinate system, which we still use today in graphs, physics, and engineering. Without Descartes' ideas, many modern scientific advancements would not have been possible. Chapter 4: Legacy and Influence. Descartes spent his later years writing and teaching his ideas. His most famous book, Meditations on First Philosophy, continues to be studied by students and philosophers worldwide. His ideas influenced many later philosophers, including Immanuel Kant and Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Descartes is often called the father of modern philosophy because of his new way of thinking and questioning everything. René Descartes passed away in 1650, but his ideas continue to shape our understanding of logic, reason, and knowledge. Key vocabulary and expressions. Before we finish, let's go over some key words and expressions from this story. Learning these will help you improve your vocabulary and comprehension. Try to remember how they were used in the story. Philosophy, the study of knowledge, reality, and existence. Doubt, to question whether something is true. Truth, something that is real and cannot be false. Illusion, something that appears real but is not. Existence, the state of being real or alive. Reason, the power to think and understand logically. Mathematics, the science of numbers, shapes, and quantities. Discovery, finding something new or important. Legacy, the lasting impact of a person's work. Knowledge, information, and understanding gained through learning. Final thoughts and moral of the story. René Descartes' story teaches us that curiosity and doubt can lead to great discoveries. His ideas change the way we think about existence, truth, and reason. Next time you ask yourself, what is real, remember the words of Descartes. I think, therefore I am. Don't forget to subscribe. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to follow the podcast so you never miss a new story. Share this episode with a friend who loves philosophy, and leave us a comment with your thoughts. Who should we talk about next? See you in the next episode of Learn English Through Stories.